Now today, Sunday, 8th February in 2026, in Durban, South Africa. We are in the town of Tongaat. We're having action between many think are the two finest black ball shooters in South Africa. Home player Jeremiah Naido, as a short form of his name, he's just called by many Jerry, but those who have seen him a lot call him the Bulldozer. He's taking on all the way from Johannesburg in Western Cape, Aden Joseph. It is Aiden that is donning the shots with light blue top. It is Jerry donning black top with blue jeans. For the consequence of not being the first of these two players to 21, they are playing for the whole of 100,000 South Africa rands. It is the exact equivalent of 6,000 US dollars. 2 frames, perhaps 3 frames have been played. This one is the 4th. Jerry leads by 2 frames to 1 in this long race to 21, which I think shall be played for about 2.5 hours or so. It is Aden winning frame number 4. We have an equalizer in the long race. Jerry 2, Aden 2, race to 21. Now it is true that the last time that these two guys faced off is just exactly 6 days ago from now. Remember that there were 2 comps that were played right at this venue, that is Hotshots in Tongaat, a 16-man comp that was played on invitational basis. It was won by Jerry. He beat Kelvin of Zambia in the final. The following day, there was a 2-day comp that was played by 64 players from 4 different countries, that is, of course, Zambia and South Africa, but there are players from Eswatini and some from Tanzania. Those were guys that were setting into the country of South Africa to participate in the All Africa Pool Championships that since then have ended in the last 24 hours. One in some categories by South Africa, another category by Zimbabwe, another category by Uganda. And many categories, the Tanzanians coming runners-up, just as the Ugandan, just as the Zimbabweans and Kenyans. Now, after the comp that ended yesterday, these 2 guys, plus 2 others, after the organization that has been done by Top Shots, that is the host venue, was to have a 4-man comp with 100,000 rands, with the winner taking all. The agreement was to have Jerry, Aden, and of course Kelvin plus Caesar, 2 of them from South Africa, another from Uganda, and another from Zambia, respectively, to play out a 4-man comp with 2 semi-finals and then the final on knockout basis, all matches being races to 21, respectively. Draws were drawn just about 4 hours ago right here at Hotshots. There are also draws for the tables to be used. Now the table that we are using is the center table of Hotshots. The players that are Caesar and Kelvin and Aiden said that if they were to face against Jerry in the first round, they were not comfortable playing with him on this very table because he's the home player anyway. He's born and bred in Durban. So the argument was that if they are to play against Jerry, they will not want to play against him on this same table. So it was rested for at least the first match. There was also a draw for which player faces who and which match is played on which of the 2 tables of the 2 matches that were played at the same time. Jerry was drawn to play Caesar and Aiden was to play in the draw against Kelvin. The matches were flowing at pretty much the same time until Aiden unleashed ghost mode and then won perhaps the last 6 frames against Kelvin and won the race by 21 frames to 20. The match between Jerry and Caesar was a lot tighter, with frames being shared equally by each other until they were at 2020, playing out a long fought decider which had a lot of drama, which the match shall be remembered for, being won by Jerry by 21 frames to 20 against Caesar. That is the reason why Jerry is taking on Aden in the final, with Kelvin and Caesar already having been knocked out. This final, by the way, is as well a knockout, at least for the prize bracket. Aiden had to fly with South Africa Airways from Johannesburg, where he's based, to Durban. It's just something like a 55-minute flight, and then another 15 minutes drive from the King Shaka International Airport up to Tongaat. As for Jerry, he just drove from home with the company of his better half and the chance to take down 100,000 South Africa rands. Since then, 5 frames have been played in the final, with the Aiden coming from behind all the time and winning the previous frame and taking the lead for the first time in the match. This live stream of this match is on Key Pixels Photography, Facebook and YouTube, with myself, Simon Peter Cherry, sharing the same exact audio to all the respective streaming platforms of this wonderful piece of action. 5 frames played. Aiden Carl Joseph 3, Jeremiah Naidu 2, race 2 21 for 100,000 runs. Live commentary proceeding shortly. Now, just exactly 7 days ago, right at the end of the 96-man cup that was won by Kelvin. Remember, he did beat Aiden in the final in a decider by 9 frames to 8. He took positions number 1 and 2. Aiden, being the sportsman that he normally is, he wrote a congratulatory message on his Facebook account that is called Aiden Joseph. He said, "Congratulations, Jerry man. You put up a very good fight and you are a deserving champion." And then he went on with a post that said, "Now, how about you, Jerry? How about we play a 40,000 pot race to 21?" And then in the comment section, Jerry was like, "You are welcome." They agreed to play here at Hotshots on this very table. They raced to 21 the following day. That was Monday. This ending week. The deciding frame saw Jerry break dry and Aiden finishing the frame that saw him drive away in that very night, because he came driving to Johannesburg. He then used the words, I remember because I was part of the guys that accompanied him to his car. He said, "Guys, I will be back." Now he's back to claim what he thinks does belong to him. Many regard him South Africa's best player on the small table. And while Jerry is at home, Aiden will be claiming that I am in my territory, in my country where I am boss. Jerry will be claiming that I am in my city, my province, KwaZulu-Natal, where I am boss. They are sharing the frames equally between each other, with Aiden having won 3 of the first 5 and Jerry 2. Frame number 6 will be Jerry's equalizing frame. Making light work, this one is going to be a lot faster than either of the first 2, because there has been clearance after clearance after clearance. This is pinpoint accuracy from the Bulldozer. Jerry 3, Aiden 3, race to 21. Keep me company, guys. Maybe for about 2.5 hours. These guys will be having 1 or 2 timeouts. Don't even be surprised when it does come. Another player will say that I'm a bit tired because they have already played for Jerry 41 frames, for Aiden 31 frames, but yes, they need another maximum of 41 frames for $6,000. 3-3, race to 21. And thank you for watching Precious Makote. Happy Simango. You may as well advise me where you're watching from. Isaac and Reliance Mandishe must be watching from Zimbabwe. Paul Walukeje. Seems like there are lots of Caesar fans in the comment section who do not believe exactly what happened to their player. I've actually not seen Caesar play with such kind of unforced errors in 3 consecutive frames, almost gifting the match away to Jerry. For Jerry, it's only an opportunity to play in the final, not just play in it, but also try and beat Aden. He's playing amidst company of his girlfriend, who is his most supportive fan, because for all the time I've been here, every time Jerry has been playing, she has been around and saying, come on. The majority of the fans will be a Jerry fan base. The South Africans love Aden so much. It's just that this time around he's playing in Jerry's own backyard. There has been ball jumping out of pockets. For Jerry, most importantly, there has been chance to play in the frame. Was quite unfortunate from Aden. He did nothing wrong. He played the bank shot very right. It's jumped out of the pocket. It is the only thing that I don't like so much about some of the United King tables. Some of them have pockets which have a big percentage of plastic in comparison to the percentage of rubber. Pure rubber will never ever jump a ball out of the pocket. It is Jerry going for a fourth. How close Aiden was to winning this frame. How close now Jerry is to winning the same frame. Wanting to put cue ball into the yellow. Jerry is snookered. Chance given away. Wanting to find the black off the cushion. Into the black with power. But he misses. Martin Joey asking whether Aiden and Jerry did play in the previous competition that was organized in the city. That was the All Africa Pool Championships, guys. It was national teams with players being invited by their respective federations. As for the South Africans, for Black Ball South Africa. Now both Aiden and Jerry did not participate in the selection qualifiers because it was based on selections. It was 175 players who participated with only 12 qualifying into the national team, and they were the 12 that is for Team South Africa, excluding these two, so they did not participate. Here, Aiden has stolen the lead against Jerry. He leads by 4 frames to 4 frames, sorry, to 3. I'm starting to think that what most of these fans really wanted was to eliminate the Ugandan and the Zambian, that is Kelvin and Caesar, then have it to their countrymen to sort out each other. Because while majority of them are supporting Jerry, they are largely silent so far. Maybe the noise will come in the latter stages of the match. Maybe they also have too much fear for Aden, because there were Aden fans who are from Johannesburg who wanted to put side betting on their player. Believe you me, none of the Jerry fans was willing to stake, although he is their player of choice. 4-3, Big Coast up against the Bulldozer. And how many times they've been facing off? Majority of sessions, I have to say, being won by Aiden. And yes, majority of them have been played in his province, that is Gauteng, in Johannesburg. By the way, he as well says in Gauteng he just goes to visit. He's originally from Cape Town, but was a very young kid when he moved to Johannesburg, when he was just learning how to play pool. It's in Joburg that he has been adored. He enjoys so much love from the pool fraternity there. I don't think he will ever think of returning to Cape Town. And while Cape Town has the biggest majority of the top players from South Africa, not so many of them will ever dare this guy to something like this, and yet the person that continuously dares him is Jerry. The thing I like about these two is that they really lack competition. Some of the players that they should be playing against regular sessions, those are really good enough to take them on, are guys who just don't like to play in such sessions. Some of them because of just their social discipline, things like faith. So what they do is to give each other competition. They are the two guys that have played against each other, I think, of all Africa's top players the most. The funny thing is that it's true that Aden has the lion's share of victories over Jerry in sessions, but then both of them have played a lot of matches against the Ugandan in Caesar. It's also true that Caesar has enjoyed the lion's share of victories in sessions versus Aden, but then in sessions like this, Jerry has enjoyed the lion's share of victories in sessions over Caesar. In the continuation of the trilogy, in which these guys keep changing monies from one hand to the other between the three, Aden, Joseph and Jerry and Caesar. Jerry winning an 8th in another single visit of the table, 4-4. Rest to 21 for our 100K. Special shout out to you, Nelson Chirwa, watching on QPixel's Photography Facebook. Leon Gowden, Wiseman Dlamini, Kenneth Kams Mvura, Luyanda Salabile. Also seeing a very special person who must be watching from somewhere in Gauteng, Sbu Gumede Senior. Fond memories of him when he became the first South African to make a tour of Uganda, cleaning the country quite well, as well as those that came after him, including Aden, cleaning the ongoing frame against Jerry. His intent on running the black right against the cushion to the corner pocket. This will be him gaining the lead again in the match. There we are. It looks like a miss. He played the black into the cushion. He played it absolutely poorly. And should Jerry find a way to make any ball, Aiden is just about to learn that when you have a chance, utilize it entirely. Otherwise, you will get punished. Four yellows on the table to go for the Bulldozer. Needing to put this one. Plays the cue ball into yet another yellow. Makes the frame even more open. Has about two options of yellows to try and put. The one that is in between the 3, the 4 to be played first diagonally to the corner pocket, and it's in. He really makes light work of potting Jerry. I just like calling him the potting machine of Africa. Little backspin off cushion. He will want to put, I think, the last yellow on the table to the center pocket. If he perfects the backspin, the rest will always be a formality. Play with precision. maybe with power, cue ball off the cushion. There we go. He really did miss the black so bad, Aden, and he's been punished so bad by Jerry. Aden 4, Jerry 5. Race to 21 for 100,000 rands. Now this is highly likely to be the last stream that I'm having in my advent of South Africa. By the way, it all started in Zimbabwe when I went to stream the PPT, the Patriarchs Pool Tournament. Then at one time when I was streaming the match between Ibra and Victor, which the sponsor, that was Prophet Makandiwa, watching right at the venue. He then called out one of his people to call me out. Then I had a very brief but memorable moment with him. He then promised to sponsor me to stream the All Africa Pool Championships, and then engage the AAPA, and Prophet Makandiwa delivered as promised. It has been a very beautiful experience in South Africa ever since I stepped into the country, having left home Friday last week, arriving Saturday morning and starting streaming straight away. That's 96-man comp. Thereafter, Monday last week, the match between Aiden and Jerry. Thereafter, the All Africa Pool Championships. Thereafter, today's action. Tomorrow shall be a free day, and then Tuesday morning I'll be heading home. Thank you very much, Prophet Makandiwa and the entire team, especially Pastor Tafazwa. In the meantime, it is only for the very first time in this match that either of these players is taking a 2-frame lead, and I'm just trying to look out for how much time this match has been played for so far. "42 minutes, the amount of time that 10 frames have been played. So including rocking and breaking, and the few minutes before which I started the stream, because I'm only timing the stream, 10 frames have been played. That means an average of maximum 3.5 minutes for each frame. That one is very quick pull. Of course, the two are two of the fastest players on the entire African continent. For Jerry, I believe he's the very fastest.
Ghost. African No, we'll ask this. It's a job. This guy knows his. Big. Bulldozer will win mostly because the pick between Aden and Jaden.
Aden.
What time is in Africa?
Once again, please keep us company. I just believe that the 2 coming hours will just be enough. I also want to think that while these guys are cancelling out each other quite equally almost, one of them will win maybe 5, 6, 7 consecutive frames. It just happens that way most of the time. If you can remember the match between Kelvin and Aiden, that time happened. The match between Jerry and Caesar, that time came. There was a time when Jerry won so many frames in a row, about 6 of them. There was also a time when Caesar won 7 frames in a row. It was the same time that he lost only. Actually, he lost 1 frame out of 7. So that time normally comes even when top players are up against each other, and it is that time that normally determines who of them would win the match anyway. You now look at the 2 yellows touching each other. If Aden plays one of them into another, of course one of them will be ported to the side pocket. He must manipulate the cue ball well, however. Now there we are. If you have any shade of doubt about his cue ball control, you have the answer. He needs another big one. Backspin, cue ball, close to the yellow. No. It lacked power. Now this is very, very tricky shooting. Maybe he's even attempting to have a cut on the yellow. A very sharp cut to the side pocket. My goodness. Even where we are with a fan base that is dominated by Jerry supporters, they get a reason to mention his name. That will be the sharpest cut of the ball that I will ever have seen today. That was so special. Aiden versus the black. If he finishes it off, it will be quite special. He does not. Jerry can relax. I can well say Jerry can expect the win of this frame. And if you are watching on YouTube, that cut is more than worthy. Relooking at it, it is the beauty of YouTube that you can always get to watch the nice finishes again, the nice shots. I will also be sharing some of the highlights of these matches with you starting tomorrow, both on Facebook and most especially TikTok. Jerry will perhaps need to put the last 2 reads on the table to the same corner pocket, which is top right if you're watching on Peter Cherry Live. It is top left if you're watching on Q-Pixel's photography. He really means to put them balls so well. We'll be having the simplest roll of the last red on the table. The cue ball is just as natural for the black. He's regaining a 2-frame lead in this match. He's potting black and he's leading after 12 frames by 7-5. Now I am imploring you to watch with full lighting. The lighting is okay because it is well spread across the table, but it's a little dim. It is good for normal play, normal competition, yes. But for the camera, it is a little bit lacking, so please have maximum lighting on the phone such that you enjoy the best swimming experience that you can possibly enjoy. I will personally be returning home Tuesday morning and will be arriving home in the wee hours of Wednesday morning. Return to normal programming, by the way. The next coming weekend I'll be organizing a local competition at home for 16 players, some double life and some money to win. We'll be coming to you live from Shore Lounge. Kirinya town near Kampala in Uganda. In the meantime as well, there is a 32-man comp that is happening. It started out as a comp that doesn't have participation of those top guys, but people have come here, top players, to simply watch this match, support fellow top players, members of the national teams of especially Zambia, some from Kenya. Believe you me, they have registered in the competition. So it's also something of a championship as well. There are players from Eswatini. I'll be updating you about what's happening in that one, and if by any chance this race to 21 ends without the final of that cup being played, then why not stream the final for you as we watch Aden pulling one back against Jerry. How many single visit appearances have you watched from this match so far? Personally, I've lost count because it has been red, green, upwards, many of them potted all in a row. 13 frames played. It is Aden Joseph 6 and Jeremiah 9. 7 in a race to 21 for 100,000 runs. So it's 7 up, guys. Seven all. So the rest remains 21. The pot remains 100,000 rands. The whole of 6,000 US dollars is what these two guys are playing for. The painful bit of the whole story is that number 2 will go home empty-handed. Pool can be really, really, really rough. I also want to think that the guy that needs the victory the more, in a kind of way, is Jerry, because results have not been going his way of late, besides him winning that 16-man invitational cup that had Aden in participation on this very table 9 days ago. But the reason why Aden will perhaps need it so much as well is the fact that, as for him, he had to take a flight from Gauteng. He had to check into the OR Tambo and check out of the King Shaka. He has passed the first test, taking down Kelvin. He passed it with flying colors, beating him by 21 frames to 10, a difference of the whole of 11 frames. He won more than twice the number of frames that Kelvin did win. There is talk of a race between Kelvin and Caesar. There is nothing confirmed. Rain vibes in, you're asking, why does Uganda never host an international tournament? You need answers. Okay, there was one. Maybe there were two. There's one invitational comp of the ATA about 1 year ago. The first edition of the Invitational Africa 16-man comp, it had full sponsorship and 2,000 US dollars to win for number one, won by Caesar. He defeated, who was it? Hazard in the final. The likes of Jerry Maluva were in participation together with 4 Kenyans. Then Saif of Tanzania. But the first international comp that was hosted by Ugandans is the whole of 10 years ago, the 2016 AAPA Championship in Kampala, won by the host team. What is there for the taking in this ongoing frame is the black. As long as Aiden can get in the yellow, I don't exactly know where. He wanted to cheat the pocket, he wanted to cheat so much. I don't think it was the right shot to try and play. It was absolutely tough. He should have gone for the corner, pocket, bottom, right on Peter Chevrolet. It is top right on Q Pixels photography.
As long as the ball is there, as long as the ball is there, no problem. The hands must be there.
Now, after that frame that Aiden came so close to winning, a frame that he has since then lost, it is now Jerry leading by 8 frames to 7. If we are to take this match to a decider, guys, we are not yet even halfway there. 21 can mean to be a long race. We have played it for 1 hour or so. I want to think that a minimum of 1.5 hours shall be enough for us to determine who of these guys will be going home with 100,000 runs between Aiden or Jerry, and how hard did they give each other very tight competition. There we are. Aiden will want to put now two reds to red corresponding side pockets left and right. The one that is closest to the side pocket on the left, which is bottom on key pixels, will be the last he will want to put. Black is there for the taking to the left corner pocket. Cue ball moved to proximity to the last red. Two simple rolls of two simple balls for the guy that is called the ghost. Now needing to put black to the corner pocket left for what will be his maybe fourth equalizing frame of the match. They have been neck to neck, still neck to neck they are, still inseparable between Aden and Jerry. Aden is calling out perhaps the first time out of the match, which has nothing so far to separate between the guys who are called by fans as South Africa's best shooters today. Aiden 8, Jerry 8, race to 21 for 100,000 rands.
So you bought this one? Bought this one? The nice thing.
What happened to those guys? What do you think those guys? You think they're standing it out?
Now it's the way they play, we know that the way they play at coming from the same time. I think I spoke about it before they even played. I think it's before even they played at the beginning. We're reaching a final.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. From where it was left off with Jerry and Aiden drawing 8-all, they are back for what we'll call the second half, guys. Who are just joining this stream, it is an equivalent of a money match, this one, because not so many tournaments you will see that we'll have races to 21. It is for guys that, in the eyes of the organizer of this tournament, is called Manager John, director of Hotshots, decided to have them joined together and then worked with the tournament organizer Francis, the admin of the other page that I am commentating on, the same admin that I beat in 3 money matches. Talk to him too. And I asked with the players and their management teams for each of them to raise 25,000 rands, which they did. The choice of players for him were these two, as well as Aiden, as well as Caesar and Kelvin, for them to accept racing to 21 per round for the semis and finals in this 4-man comp, with agreement that winner takes all. So whoever will not be reaching 21 today will have gotten the training and the experience and the exposure, but they will have wasted. They will not be winning any runs today. The 100 will go for the winner. And just like you left off, by the way, I have to confess, Jerry is playing exceptionally well. Maybe I've just seen maybe one, maybe 2 errors when he has gotten himself snookered in the match. Otherwise, he's playing very, very, very good pool. And though Aden, in my opinion, started off as a slight favorite, Jerry has as good a chance of beating Aden the Bulldozer leads by 9 frames to 8 in a race to 21.
Out the game. Out the game now.
Aims for the pyramid. Aden, that's not normally his textbook break. Why would I be surprised that he scratched anyway? Jerry going for a 2-frame lead. A lead of 2 is the most that Jerry has had in this match. For Aden, at the very most, he led with 1 frame, and many a times these two have been drawing. One of them will have to win consecutive frames. Either Aiden, either Jerry. It will happen, I know. At one point in the match, consecutive, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8, who knows. And that player will perhaps be winning the race. He does close the table. Jerry playing yellows. And the 2 close to the cue ball could be the ones he'll be playing next. Playing one of them, potting it, drawing the cue ball backwards, deciding now to play another and into another. By combination, now the one that is pot is the one he'll be playing next. Cue ball has to be played closer to the middle of the table, avoiding contact with the red. He's shooting very, very well and can already be thinking now playing the 8 ball. The black, he leaves a cut between white and yellow, potting to the side pocket on the left, which is side pocket on the bottom on another stream. Cue ball is perfect for the last yellow on the table, which I believe he will be playing with the top spin. Allow the cue to bounce off the cushion or 2. Wants to pot black to the corresponding corner pocket on the bottom left. He's in business for the second time in the match. The finest of Durban is leading with 2 frames against the finest of South Africa. Jeremiah Naito 10, Aiden Joseph 8, race to 21. After leading with 2, Jerry has broken dry. These guys have been punishing each other for dry breaking, for foul breaking, simply for not potting. Majority of the frames that have been won either by Aiden or Jerry have been single visit clearances, and this one could be yet another, with the ghosts playing the reds to pot the one that is easiest of them all, have the cue ball bounce off the cushion, and then to move topwards like that is almost by use of hand. Instead, use the cue ball to remove away the yellow that is right behind the red, create an opening which will allow him relatively easy clearance of the reds. I'm not so certain it's the ball he should have played first. He can vindicate himself if he finishes the frame anyway. His cue ball controlling skills always bail him out, wanting to put red to the side pocket right, perhaps off the yellow, perhaps direct. Plays it direct, bounces the cue ball off the cushions. Beautiful from the ghosts. The rest is a formality. It was Jerry who won the previous 2. It is Aiden winning the next. Already 3 with one visit of the table. 19 frames played. Aiden 9, Jerry 10. I have to confess that I have long lost count of the finishes of these guys. As in every time one of them stepping onto the table and finishing the frame with his ongoing visit of the table. How good will the cue ball be? Beautiful. Again, and how many times have I said that? I don't know even why Aden looks disappointed with himself, because simply by rolling the red diagonal to the corner pocket, cue ball is played into the yellow, close to the black. As long as he puts, he will be bigly in business here. He aims and puts and has the black to himself. Will perhaps want to put him to the same corner pocket where he has just previously sunk the red, and he does, and he equalizes in the game. Both players in double figures. Aiden 10 and Jerry 10.
Those ones can do it. Those ones. Only big players can finish that. It was smallest.
Frame number 21. This one will be the halfway point of the match. Has been broken by Jerry, and he gets to make a ball. You get the feeling he will want to go for the yellows. For the reds, there is a relatively problem ball. Look at the corner pocket bottom right, where there is a yellow. There is a red right behind. Jerry has gone for the yellows. Will perhaps now want to play one yellow into another. Same exact thing that he will want to do next, this time only with a little top spin cue ball house to follow the yellow he's just playing. He will do it about 4 times in the match, playing one yellow into another. Does it for the second time. Now to put the one that is packed near the side pocket on the right, which is the side pocket top on the cue pixels. Tempting to want to play the yellow and cue ball into the yellow that is touching red. He misses the one that is touching the red. I'm not so certain he has sight of any of the yellows on the table. After this, plays the one that he had any sight of. That one will go down as a pattern played not so well. An opportunity lost by Jerry, an opportunity gained by Aiden, and for once, Aiden snookers. As though Jerry is coming the cue ball a little around the red, he does find the yellow. For Aiden, likely to want to play the red close to the cue ball into the red packed at the corner pocket on the left. It is the corner pocket on the right, watching on cue pixels. He fails to connect, he fails to combine, and fails to take the lead. He's about to let Jerry take this one away. It will be going down as a film that Aiden may have played relatively poorly, especially given how good he's been playing so far in the match. For frame number 21, The Bulldozer has all the chance, all the reason, on his own home table, in his own home city, in front of his own home fans, wanting to recover from missing the AAPA championships where he so badly wanted to participate, only to be let down by failure to participate in the qualifiers, but recovers by winning frame number 21, Jerry 11, Aiden 10. It is very clear that given how good the guys are both shooting in the match that is being played at world-class level, the break could be the difference. And while the guys have been playing at pretty much the same level, I want to believe that Jerry has been breaking slightly better. And the break by Aden in this ongoing frame number 22 is testament of exactly that. He did scratch, with Jerry having cue ball in hand, with the table open. It will as well remain open after the free shot. He's going for the yellows. The table does remain open. Of course, Jerry will be going for the yellows now. Plays one yellow into another and leaves all yellows on the table positioned relatively well. You fancy he will be gaining his 2-frame lead by taking this frame down. He's finding it so hot in here, not just the weather, but also the pressure of the game, the tension, and the fact that he's playing against the guy that has the best results against him of all his opponents, not just here in South Africa, but also on the entire African continent. Still, he is on the yellows. Jerry, still on the reds, is Aiden. Another miss by Jerry. This time, opportunities instead for Aiden. The way they are exchanging unforced errors, the way they are exchanging clearances, the way these guys are exchanging frames. When did you last see a match that is played at almost perfectly the same exact level of both players involved in the competition? And yet, yes, those little misses, these guys, whoever loses this one will have those to blame. Because it could be a difference between 100,000 rands or zero. Remember, the loser takes home zero money. Again, Aden plays the cue ball into the yellow, and yellow so close to the black. After clearance that we've been witnessing for the last 2 frames, we are seeing about 2 misses a player in each frame that I'm finding bizarre. By the way, while this match officially concludes this long series of matches that have been happening in Durban for the last maybe 12 days or so. I wouldn't be surprised if there is action tomorrow. There is nothing confirmed, nothing even discussed. But many of you were calling this a marriage. But we are saying that it is not a perfect marriage between Aiden and Jerry. That there is someone else involved in the marriage, and that someone is right in the arena. He as well has a point to prove, has a score to settle after being defeated by Jerry earlier today. Tricky situation he's faced with the ghost. Now I love seeing him in trouble, I have to confess, because every time he does be in trouble, he just provides something which my eyes have fed off so many times. Maybe play red into yellow. Plays exactly so, but not effective enough now. Jerry needs some kind of combination shot. Pot, cue ball into the yellow to pot the red. He doesn't pot. You will consider that one a shot missed. He may need the same exact opportunity in a few moments as he manipulates the clearance to do the same exact thing. Now you fancy that Jerry will need the cue ball at the top right end of the table. Plays just a little backspin. Not so certain if yellow is possible in between red and John. Not so sure if he will go for combination. Goes to pass the yellow, which he does. Cue ball for the black is being played with pinpoint accuracy. With his fans now starting to believe that maybe Jerry will be doing something special. Of course, the Durban fans are Jerry's fans. Their star player leads by 12 frames to 10 in a race to 21 for 100,000 rands.
Every time you say something about it.
Fuck it out. Hot. You got the water.
Does it have pepper? Like too much pepper? Because pepper can open the eyes when they want to share. Just pick for me and then spread in the paper. Just pick for me 3 and spread on the paper. The chips. This is good. Like this.
No paper.
There's no paper. I am sleep. Drip is. Else paper. I just want paper so that sleep can go. I think from 25, 15 to go. So guys, we are way past halfway mark of the stage. It is even to see amongst the fans seated and standing around the table that there is this fear of the unknown, and I'm telling you because you by now know that my fans, almost all of them are Jerry fans. They are at home. Many times he's been taking on Aiden, however close majority of those sessions have been, somehow Aiden has been winning them. And Jerry has been getting so many chances to take a 2, 3, 4 frame lead. Sometimes he has been not just doing it and has dangerously kept Aiden chasing his shadow. Even before he can complete the statement, as Jerry leads with 1 frame, Aiden is just about to rub that frame away. It's to pot red. The last one to the side pocket on the right. How good will cue ball be for the black? Just like that. All he needed to do, maybe this one will be the quickest finished frame of the match. Yes, it is. Aiden 13 and Jerry 13. Guys, it is race 2. 8. Kenneth Morunji. Welcome to the stream. Something you are asking which I'm not really understanding. That do I use the camera or a phone to take these videos? Most of them, it's a phone, including this. If network is fast enough, it's always good to go. Muhammad Kiruta. Come on, eh? Timosan Singo, you said no one knocked out Caesar, he knocked out himself. We are not yet done with the failure of Caesar to defeat Jerry in the previous semi-final. That match will be talked about for a long time. I know that Caesar will be struggle even to find sleep tonight. That's what Paul is. And also the match that happened, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, between Zambia and South Africa. Those 2 frames for the Zambians that were missed by Mafia and Victor, for Zambia not to make it into the final of the men's team event. Those ones were hurt because they came so close to winning them. Lucky Lewis, welcome. Live from Kasese, Uganda. Thank you for watching. Good luck, Tigume. As well as Dwayne Bester asking where Caesar is. He's at the venue. Kenneth Morungi as well, welcome. And Aden supporting Jerry on the YouTube stream. Thank you very, very much. Some shout outs today. Close to 2,000 of you watching on the Facebook stream. That is Kipixels Photography, Kagiso Mona Lisa supporting the Ghost Nation. Gibson Katambala says Jerry is the Gwara Gwara master. Gwara Gwara, I think, is you are meaning just playing and potting without exactly calculating. You will exactly be wrong. I don't know of any player that can pot with the accuracy of Jerry on the African continent. Just observe him every time that he's playing. Just that sometimes he may be right, but it is very, very rare for him to play what we are calling Gwara Gwara, which I'm forgetting the words that the Zims use. Okay, they call them Mbasa shots. It's a word that was taught, a terminology that was taught to me by Valley and Bole. One is asking if Caesar is still going to Cape Town. Now, Caesar's management planned a trip for him to Cape Town, but may not get sessions. So that one is, for now, questionable as whether he can go. Okay, this what these guys are doing is gambling, though it is professional gambling. In Cape Town, there are so many good players, but majority of them do not like gambling around. Dr. Herbert to the agenda, watching on Facebook. Thank you for watching as well. And Jermaine Gavenda as well on Facebook. Dash Bango, you are also supporting Ghost Nation. You are Mazambani all the way. Mazambani, by the way, I'm referring to Pilani. He's not here to support Aden. I believe he's shouting on his own on the phone, hoping that Aden wins 8 before Jerry does, so that the team Ghost Nation can take home the money. Here we are. He has the black as the problem ball of those that is supposed to be potting, but first he has even more work to do just to reach the black. He may have intended to play snooker. His facial expression is of a guy that is content with what he has just done, overshot in his previous visit of the table. What Jerry needs is to somehow pot a ball. If he does, then Aiden will be in trouble, perhaps losing another frame. As long as he can make a ball, he will try. Cue ball is so distant from the red he's trying to play. Finds it, doesn't pot. Aiden survives. So many accolades between the two, home and internationally, for teams and individuals, and indeed for the South African national Proteas team. Another miss by Aiden, another chance for Jerry. It's just that cue ball is almost frozen against the cushion. The ball that is parked up the corner pocket, Jerry doesn't have sight of it. He must play to put the one that is in between the three, and it's in. It is for that reason I think his Africa's potting machine. Cue ball was frozen against the cushion. What he needed was to pot, and he did exactly that. It's very lovely stroke. Moves the cue ball as close can be to the black. I think he may play top spin. He may need the cue ball to follow the red, maybe off the top cushion. He may want to put black to the side pocket on the right. This is what I think, and does exactly that. It is possible. Has to take his time. It looks like a pot, and pot Jerry does, and lead Jerry does. 27 frames played. Jerry leads by 14 frames to 13. Here comes the Bulldozer again, dear viewers. He just made that combination, playing one red into another, and by rail drive and at a distance from the pocket, reminding us that he's boss when it comes to just potting. For me, on the entire African continent, it is Jerry. In terms of potting, I have Ginte. In terms of potting, I have Mazambani. I have Aden. In terms of just potting, I as well have Caesar. The potting machines of Africa. One of them is on the verge of taking a 2-frame lead against another, and he surely will. He is going to be the first on the figure, that is 15. Jerry needs to win 6. Aiden needs to win 8 out of the remaining 13. It is 15 frames now to 13. The Bulldozer in the lead against the Ghost. Going for the second ball, which he hits, gets to pot a ball. This provides a chance for Jerry to become the first player in this match to lead by 3 frames. That will be the first sign of perhaps things are yet to come. He's not having it very easy. He just uses his face towel to wipe the sweat that is in his face. It is not very easy way. It is not very easy playing pool at a very competitive level, guys. It features absolute pressure. It makes the brain think a lot. You are most likely to be very hungry when you're playing competitive pool. You also move a very long distance, the distance that these guys move around the table when inspecting and playing. That distance will be quite long. If they ask you just to walk it without anything that motivates you, you may have to think twice. 4 reds to go for Jeremiah Naidu. They are now 3. The one that is in between the 3 will be potted first. Play with top spin, Cuba bounce off the right cushion, moves leftwards, bounces off the left cushion, has it in perfect position to pot the 1 he's looking at. Cue ball off the cushion again, and I believe that will be potting the red to the side pocket right and then black to the corner pocket bottom left. This is Ganda's dance to what is starting to look like what will be a victory. Try and tear Eden's Joseph dancing ticket. The Bulldozer gets a 3-frame lead, the very first in the match for both of the players. Jerry 16, Aiden 13. He has gotten to make a ball, Aiden. So far in the attacking side of the game, Jerry has outclassed him, at least in the last 3 frames, maybe 4, maybe 5. Aden has been winning some of his own, but Jerry has been avoiding errors in his attacking play. Of course, the match is not yet done. Even the one that was played last Sunday, remember today being Sunday, they are playing a second race for in the space of a week. At one time, Jerry led with 2 frames, and then the very other time, Aiden was winning in the match, and could be winning in the frame. This one, with these foils, with the black, which will be the problem ball of all 5 object balls left on the table. The ghost has quite a clear mission here. He first must spot. For whatever reason, he's not very sure of himself. Looks easy work, this one. Simply pot a ball that is quite easy, manipulate cue ball for another. I don't know why he's taking all the time to think. Just spot the portable ball. Just don't lose the white in the same shot and you will be good to go. He's played cue ball into another yellow. Maybe too much spin he used. And is in trouble here.
Francis, why are you sleeping? What's on here? Have you got? Yes, I'm in. Where I was sleeping. Oh, yeah. What's up, man? How's the journey on you? Where have you been? Come on.
31 frames played, ladies and gentlemen. A maximum of 10 frames we are left with in the match with the Bulldozer. Many of you may not have seen this coming. It is true that of the 10 he needs to win just 4. And of the 4, he may have gotten an opportunity to win 1. Now, if in any kind of way he gets to win this race, it will be very respectable way to pay revenge against Aden, who has defeated him so many times, some of them right here in front of Jerry's own fans. Sometimes that one is called a humiliation. Don't come to my home and beat me and expect that I will be taking it that easy. He's playing backspin cue ball into the 2 yellows, and yes, it does work out, because after playing it into 1 yellow, cue ball is natural for yet another, which he now want to play by rail drive. Cue ball bounced off cushion, but with top spin. This is good stuff from the Bulldozer, needing to play 2-3 big shots. He has been a very, very good shooter. Just speaking of shooting throughout the course of this match, he has left some angle between white and yellow. He'll be putting it by rail drive to the corner pocket on the right. The cue ball bounce off the cushion, again with the right spin on it. It is poetry in motion. Just in case you took a screenshot of this frame in the last 1 minute, and then you take a screenshot now, you will not be believing your eyes that with the frame looking that bad in quotes, Jerry is coming off with yet another win. These blacks he puts with ease, these frames he wins with ease. He leads in the match by 18 frames. 2-14, he looks to need to win 3 in 9 and then become 100,000 rands richer. Jerry 18 and Aiden 14. The other thing happening is that even when Jerry has been leading with 3-4 frames, something that has happened even with 5 years, just mean the hungrier player for the victory. And rightly so. In the recent past, besides that 16-man comp that he won, results haven't exactly been going his way. At the Patriots Pool Tournament in Harare at the end of last year, he did not reach the prize bracket, and yet 8 of 32 players would be in the money. At Queen's at Billiards Cafe in Lusaka. He performed relatively well. He defeated Caesar in the second live semi-final to qualify into the actual semi-finals, and then beat Kelvin to qualify for the grand final, in which he faced Caesar, who beat him badly with a good score in a race to 11, I think by 11 frames to 5. And in terms of comp performance, in the recent past, that one has been his best. Victory we speak of was at the Grand Mchana Africa Super 60-man Cup that was played early last year, and then others in which he has been a near miss. But in this one, he could be the victorious player. Starting to look like the 100,000 rands could be belonging to Jerry. He gets to miss. Perhaps Aden attempting combination shot here, put both yellow and red. It is quite risky. He's supposed to know that once he doesn't perfect that one, he will be losing the frame. If Jerry goes to 18, moves from 18 to 19, your guess will be as good as mine. Aiden has a very bad looking red frame, by the way. Must make something count here. He's definitely playing defense. And yes, safe he plays. He's just thrown his hands up in the air, Jerry. He knows that he got an opportunity to try and win this frame, but by failing to put the yellow that is closest to the corner pocket right in front of the red, his chance had come and had gone. And I want to think that Jerry may want to play yellow into red, red again into yellow. He wants to occupy the corner pocket with his own red after putting the yellow. Perfect. Every time he plays, every time he doesn't pot, he will want to not to give the cue ball away. That's why perhaps he's going for top spin. You see how the cue ball is moving. The intention is to not to grant it away to Jerry in the eventuality that Aiden wouldn't have potted anyway. Jerry is doing some weird calculations in his mind here. Whatever he's contemplating, he's potted the cue ball instead. And it is a foul. He has just played the cue ball into the black in the same shot, leaving possibility of combining red into red. And now Jerry knows that there is no way he'll be winning this ongoing frame. He knows his lead of 4 frames is just about to be cut to 3. Aden could decide with the 8 of the raise left on the table. The shot is played top spin, cue ball bouncing off the cushion, and we'll be having the easiest part of the last yellow. And the black is there for the taking. Aiden 15, without even black being potted. I'm calling the frame Jerry 18.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Just get 2 frames. Just 2. No, we need 2 now, yeah. Take those 2, yeah, Ben. Come on, Aiden. Come on. Let's show you. Come on.
Peter, that guy is started again.
The what? I'll leave the match alone.
That guy is started again.
His life.
Yeah. UG lifetime.
Yes.
You see? Take a screenshot. Peter, take a screenshot.
And he doesn't think. Now, see how many are watching. Eh? How many people are watching?
4,000.
Eh?
4,000.
Sorry for the absence of live commentary, guys. Sometimes there is a lot that has to go on with some of us being service providers. Sometimes the stream may have to be left blank. It is for the reason of work being done underground that we may have to be able to have these matches. Anyway, we are having the coast, as Aiden Joseph is nicknamed, trying to mount what will be one of his most memorable comebacks should he win 4 more before Jerry can win 2 out of the remaining 5. That's exactly what he wants to do, or else succumb to defeat of a Bulldozer that, at least for the last 30 minutes, has been playing better pool than Aden, save for the last 2 frames that have been won by Aden, making it 17 after Jerry led by 19 to 15. The live stream of this match is on QPixels Photography Facebook, Peter Chebe Live YouTube, as well as QPixels Photography YouTube. All streams are sharing the same exact commentary. And thank you, Africa, for always watching, always tuning in, always following your stars wherever you go, wherever they go. And allowing us to be a part of your life as pool enthusiasts. Man, the way Aden is now playing safeties, it's even laughable. I saw Jerry earlier today play so many safeties. It was against Caesar, as he tried to force a decider, which he later came to win in what for me is the most dramatic end to a match that I have seen in the recent history. Something special may be happening for Jerry. You just get a feeling. But this frame is far from finished. He needs to make something special here. He's very brave. His intention is to put red to the corner pocket on the bottom right, which is top right if you're watching on QPixels, and then have the cue ball bounce off cushions, and then move into the red that is touching 2 yellows. It is absolutely difficult, not only because of the angle of trying to put the red, but also the fact that there are a series of yellows which are likely to hamper the movement of the cue ball. There he goes, there he does. It is so close to him having produced something absolutely special here. The disappointing thing is that he is even now closer to winning the frame, which could be an 18th for Aden. The difference between top stars can be defined by very thin margins. Just have an imagination. Had Jerry gotten that red in, he would be on the verge of winning the frame. Now that he didn't, by a whisker, he's on the verge of losing the same frame to Aden, who responds by putting and playing the cue ball into a dead yellow, rendering this now an easy finishable frame. Not that the balls are so easy, but also because the guy trying to finish them at the end of the day is Aden, the 2-time African champion, who did relinquish his African title yesterday without even competing, as his countryman Sean Mathes is new African champion, having won the AAPA title, which Aden had won the previous 2 times. That title Jerry has never won, at least in the singles. On the team event, he was part of the team that won it in 2017, amid these other titles that he has been winning all career long. Now, including this ongoing frame, we have a maximum of 5 to go. Boy, oh boy, Aden is on a fight for a comeback. This one looks to be the 3rd frame he will be winning in a row. He just lost 5 in succession before winning the 2 that he has to try and mount this comeback now, needing to put yellow perhaps with the backspin, cue ball bouncing bigly backwards towards around the area where there is the side pocket on the left. He chooses instead to opt to put black to the corner pocket top left. It is actually bottom left. If you're watching on Q Pixels, Aden aiming for black to pot to pull one back. Hopefully he has full sight. And yes, it's in. And yes, he wins. And yes, he comes within one of Jerry. Ganda 19 and the Ghost 18.
People should stop commenting about the previous match. What still then? It's forbidden. My guy lost and they are making it an issue.
You people, Francis has said stop commenting about the Caesar game because Caesar is his guy. And now, like some of you are joking around, should Aiden win this match, he's justifying that for him, anywhere in South Africa, it's hunting ground because Durban is highly fierce because it has Jerry. It as well as lots of quality players, Harry inclusive. But then Jerry is the king of races in the entire KwaZulu-Natal province. Cape Town is another very difficult hunting ground, but for the last two Canterbury comps, I believe they've been won by Aden. For those ones, he's safe. In Western Cape, he's king. In Mpumalanga, nobody even dares. Every reason to believe that in South Africa, he may call himself untouchable. He even dared to come with a flight. That is so much confidence after seeing the invitation that yes, this one I can go in for it. Frame 38 out of a maximum of 41. And I want to think that there's just that one thing that Jerry may not have done right. He won what I think was a fourth frame in a row and then went for timeout. Now, for me, it's just my assumption that when a player is on the heel, they are having momentum on their side. When they get timeout, the momentum can very easily shift to their opponent. And it's Jerry who decided to have timeout. And you can see now, right after time in, Aiden is winning frame after frame. It has been 3 in a row. How good can Aiden escape this knocker here? And thank you guys for watching. Combined on Facebook and YouTube. On 3 streaming platforms, we are now over 4,000 people watching live. This is an excellent advertisement to South African pool. Most especially for the guys that at least did not get a chance to participate in the All Africa Pool Championships. It is for the reason that they were not part of the selection team, because invitation was only by the respective associations that govern the game in the respective countries. So it is the associations that were submitting the names. A lot have been asking me why the two are not participating in the AAP. In fact, even the last time round in 2023, Aiden had to plead to be allowed to try and defend his title because he's the guy that last won it in 2022, but he did not participate in the team event then. Nonetheless, South Africa won it. If Jerry doesn't win this frame, we shall have a rest 2. We shall have 3 more frames at maximum. If he wins, he will need to win 1 out of 3. That's what makes this frame hugely critical. Now it is Aiden's other side of the game. He can mean to play those safeties and those defenses, those shots with no intention to pot. Tomorrow is likely to be a rest day for most of the teams. Others are traveling back. I do believe that by tomorrow night, majority of the visitors will have left South Africa. And the Kenyan team are on the way back home. I as well want to believe that they are either checking in at the airport or something. As Jerry combines here, as he may produce something special here. Of course, winning the match for him will be special. To produce that special thing, he needs to produce special shots. He has just produced 1 here and has created an opening that could be winning him this ongoing frame, which if he does, he will need to win 1 out of 3. That will re-establish his favorite if he does win this ongoing frame as favorite for the glory, for the 100,000 rands for the victory. To go for the yellows, to cheat the pocket a little, to manipulate the cue ball for yet another yellow. There he goes. Cue ball, perhaps he may have intended to play it into the black. Now he's in some kind of trouble here. The yellow close to black, maybe to be played into yet another yellow. Try and play again into combination. Goes with a little power. And this is a shot that will be played to favor his opponent, I believe, because look at the yellow that he has just played into space. Another yellow not so well packed into the corner pocket top left, and yet the red of Aden can pass. Other reds are in space. Every reason for Aden to believe that he's winning this frame and winning it with his now ongoing shot. And there he is. Potts cue ball off cushion, moves as close can be to the would be bad of the 4 reds left on the table. Not only Masipote, the director of the yellow, also manipulated cue ball for yet another red. And again, Aiden misses. Now it's 1 shot. He's already played well in the match. Play some combination, put both red and yellow to the same pocket, and then open up the pocket, try to take down the frame once and for all. Jerry attempting combination. If he fouls, he loses the frame. Jerry does foul. He took too little time. Maybe he believed so much in his ability that can sometimes be too risky. Perhaps Aden to put red to the diagonal corner pocket, draw the cue ball into the left cushion, and he'll be finishing the frame. Yet again, Aden to equalize against the ghosts. Black to the side pocket right, and yes, he does. 1919 race to 21 is now officially a race to 2. Please don't sleep for the next 10 minutes. We need to see this. 1919.
Yo. Coming from 1914. But it's human, it's the same thing. That's how we won. That's how we won. Since I made mistakes like he did. The one he missed left by center. That's pain. Not if, when. Race to 2. Yeah. That has been there, 25. Start over. Start over. Start the friend. No. I hate this race to 2. But it's shaking now. I can feel him shaking now. It was supposed to go 2015. But even that is not safe.
Race to 2. 100K, race to 2. Hey, 22 million. I told them.
22 million.
You're right, 22 million. You count and count and count.
Another one. I'm not sure if it's maker.
And after coming back from timing, maybe Jerry was the beneficiary of the timeout that he did ask for himself. Was followed all the way by his better half. Maybe he got the top that he needed to win this bigly important frame. If he sinks in the yellow, he will need to win 1 out of 2, with the assumption that he will be sinking the black in as well. The Bulldozer with an apple in what will necessitate him to win just 1 more. A maximum of 2 frames are left in this match. Jeremiah Naido 20 and Aiden Joseph 19. There goes the break by Aden in what will be his last frame of the match. If he doesn't win, he gets to put a ball on the break. 20 frames to 19 is the number looming. It's almost like an unwanted shadow on Aden. Not so much does he find himself in situations like this against Jerry, but he's finding himself in the same exact situation in which he was exactly 7 days ago, because the two rest to 21. They rest to 21 here, same table, same venue. Then it was for 40,000 runs, this time for 2.5 times more. It is a final for both of them. It's the second match of the day. Potting 5 reds and the black by Aden will see us through to a decider. Failure, should the frame be won by Jerry, we'll see Jerry take home the 100,000 rands. I will not get tired of asserting that I love both of these characters for them choosing to give each other competition, for the fact that they are denied regular competition by fellow shooters in the respective provinces. Here in Durban, Jerry had the praise races, though he wants so much in Gauteng. Aiden had the does. Both of them just decide to give each other competition, but sometimes a lot at stake. 100,000 rands, call it $6,000. And those who may have been hearing from me the way I was joking during the first semi-finals, you may have heard what that kind of money is in my local currency. You may need to count and count and count. As good as you've been counting Aiden's finishes as you've been counting Jerry's. This one could be another with just one big shot. Pot yellow to the corner pocket bottom left, which he does, and we'll be putting the last yellow on the table to the same corner pocket. May need to bounce the cue ball off the right cushion. Maybe one, maybe two cushions. Goes for one. Perfect. The pot of the black to the center pocket on the left, which is center pocket bottom on Q-Pixel's photography. We'll give to the ghost the light work, call it hard, of winning the last frame to win the money and the bragging rights. Goes to the diagonal pocket and sinks the black in. We have a decider. Maybe it is just that these two guys are having pretty much equal powers. I can't believe that last Sunday, perhaps last Monday, I was streaming Aden versus Jerry. It was 2020. This time, again on Sunday, 1 week later, I'm streaming Aden versus Jerry. It is 2020 last week. It is Jerry that broke the decider. I remember him breaking dry and Aden winning the frame this week. Jerry to break. We wait to see. They get to greet each other for one last time. Jerry gives to Aden, who is his friend anyway, a big smile. Wishes him good luck. Aden wishes Jerry good luck as well. And we will be having our last break of the match, and we'll be having it now by the guy that won the lag. That is Jerry, as he aims for the second ball. Red it is and hits hard in it. He scratches on the break. Last week, the break was dry. This time round, it's even worse. Misfortune, bad fortune, unfortune. Unfortunate is Jerry. He is shaking his head in disbelief at the unknown that could be on the verge of hitting him in some way that very seldom does happen when he's shooting here in Durban. For him to lose 2 races in the space of a week against irrespective of whom each his opponent may be is almost unheard of. But yes, you could be on the verge of seeing it if Aden can win, if he can pot these 5 yellows and then the black. He misses the ball. Almost fell his body after that miss onto the bed of the table. Yes, the game can be very difficult to play. What can Jerry do here? Even in the decider, he's always ambitious. Now look at that kind of ambition. Ali detected for him to play his dead red open as his fans cheer him on. Like I've already said, remember that the fans are Jerry fans. He's the home guy. In fact, it looks like even the Eswatini players are supporting him. Maybe they just want a little bit of balance of power, not the same exact guy winning session after session. 5 reds to go. Aiden prays that something happens to Jerry's attacking pattern. If you remember the way the entire arena burst into celebration when he defeated Caesar, I do expect it to burst into the same exact way if he can win this ongoing frame. And how Bobesi is loudly supporting Jerry, who wants to put red to the side pocket of the yellow. Not really, goes direct, still puts. I want to believe that the yellow which is topwards, he will be playing it first. It is the yellow that is leftwards if you're watching on Q-Pixel's photography. And we'll be putting it with the little backspin. Just a little, he doesn't have to get himself snookered. And he does perfectly. Okay. He'll be rolling the red that is closer to the cue ball to the corner pocket bottom right. It is corner pocket top right on Q-Pixel's photography. His worry is if the cue ball gets him snookered, but it doesn't. The Bulldozer has one deep breath to play one big shot to win 100,000 runs. Shot is perfect. There we are. already smiling, already fisting the air. He knows that this one is serious.
This was last. There ain't no quad landing. There ain't no keeper. That's a build.
George, my son. He says for you. Check what it's going to cost you. I'll check on my side. On board. Check in drive, I'll check board. Oh,